Hello, I'm Steven Ballast, and in this video I'm going to show you how our band is running their guitar amps off stage in another room. Now some of you may be doing this already, and some of you may be asking, why would you want to move your guitar amps off stage? Well, when I set out to do this, I had a couple goals in mind. First was to get more control of the front of house mix, removing the unknown variable of how loud the guitar player decides to turn up his amp. If it's off stage, it doesn't matter how loud the amp is, it's not going to influence the house mix. A side effect of this is reducing overall stage volume. We switched our musicians to all in-ear monitors a few years ago and removed all our stage wedges, which made a nice improvement to the clarity of our sound in the room and gave a lot more control over the balance of the mix. After we removed the guitar amps from the stage, a benefit I hadn't even expected was that the guitars just jumped out of the mix. I hadn't realized how much the amps in the house were interacting, and not being time-aligned were muddying up the guitar's overall sound. A second goal I had was to clean up the appearance of the stage and make changeovers easier by removing heavy guitar amplifiers and all that goes with them, mic stands and cables. Overall, we've accomplished both goals and it's been a great improvement for us, and I'm happy we did it. There are a couple things that make this work. The first key component is the Radial SGI, or Studio Guitar Interface. This takes the unbalanced signal from a guitar cable and converts it to a balanced line that can run over a regular XLR cable. This allows you to run the signal up to 350 feet between your guitar and amp. It's pretty simple to use. Just plug the output from your guitar or pedal board into the transmitter and plug the output from the receiver on the other end into your amp in your remote location, with an XLR cable run in between. I set each guitar station up with a Pedal Train Classic Junior pedal board and a power supply to put the Radial SGI on, as well as a TC Electronics Polytune tuner. One thing to note is that the power supply for the pedal board won't power the SGI. It requires 15 volts DC, and the power supply only provides 9 volt outputs. So I used the pass-through that was built into the power supply with this IEC male-to-female power cord and zip-tied the AC adapter to the bottom of the pedal board to provide power to the SGI. The amps ended up in a closet in our basement under the stage. It's out of the way and not going to bother anyone with the sound. I built some simple boxes to isolate the different amps from each other. They're made out of MDF painted with black truck bed liner, which helps absorb any vibrations in the wood. I also then lined the inside with some 1-inch acoustic wedge foam and covered that with burlap. Overall, I'm really pleased with the result. The amp sounded great, and I ended up not having to make any changes to the EQ when we moved from the stage to the box. We did turn the amps up a little louder in the boxes, so I brought my gain down a bit, but that really was the only change I needed to make to the channel. It took our guitar players about a week to get over not having their amps on stage. In the end, they admitted that they liked it better because they could focus on what they were hearing in their headphones rather than trying to hear that and their amp on the floor. They also commented that they liked the extra space it gave them on stage. So that's how we moved our guitar amps off stage. I hope some of you found this video helpful. Be sure and subscribe for more videos coming soon, and if you have any questions, be sure and leave them in the comments. Thanks.